Hi, this is Tatiana from Tatiana Math Resources, and we're looking at the January 2014 question 9. Here we have question 9, and the topic is algebra and relations, functions, and graphs. The functions h of x and g of x are defined as h of x is 10 over x minus 3, g of x is equals to 3x minus 2. Part 1, evaluate g of 4. So in this case, we are using this function g of x, which is equals to 3x minus 2. So g of x is equals to 3 times 4 minus 2. So the x was there, and we're replacing it with 4. 3 4s are 12 minus 2. 2 from 12 is equals to 10. Now we're looking at B, h of g, 4. So you'd remember that the previous question we had worked out g of 4 and the answer was 10. So we now have to use that value because this is a composite function. You usually work out the inside first, which is g of 4, and we have worked that out here. So now we're going to take that and find h of 10. So this is x in this particular function, and we're going to replace it with 10. So 10 over 10 minus 3 is equals. So you know this is going to cancel and give us 1. So it's 1 minus 3, which is equals to negative 2. Here we have part 2, 9 part 2, which says write expressions in x for h inverse x. So there are some steps you follow to find the inverse of any function. The first step is let y equals f of x or g of x or h of x. So let's do that. So y is equals to 10 over x minus 3, because this is the h of x function, right? Second step, it says interchange x with y and y with x. So wherever you see y, we're going to write x, and wherever you see x, we're going to write y. And the third step, make y the subject. So according to this, our y, we have 10 over y. So we need to first get rid of this minus 3. So I'm going to take it over to the left hand side. So then that's going to become a plus 3 is equals to 10 over y. Now we need to get rid of that fraction 10 over y because we want to make y the subject. So what we're going to do is multiply both sides of the equation by y. So times y times y. That is going to give us, we're going to cancel here, and we're going to end up with y, let's leave yx plus 3 equals to 10. Okay, so remember we want to make y the subject. So we're multiplying y by x plus 3. So what we're going to do is y is equals to 10 over x plus 3. So h inverse x is equals to 10 over x plus 3. And that's the answer. So here we have 9a part 2. Write expressions in x for g of x. So we are looking at this function. G of x is equals to 3x minus 2. So this is a composite function, so we will work out the inside first. the g of x, which is equals to g of 3x minus 2. So this becomes our x. This is my x here now. So when we look here at this function, we're multiplying x by 3, then subtracting 2. So let's do that. So it's equals to 3 by 3x minus 2 minus 2. So if we multiply 3 by 3x, we get 9x minus 3 by this 2. 3 2s are 6 minus 2. So that's 9x minus 8. And that's the final answer. Here we have 9b. The diagram below shows a sketch of the quadratic function y equals x squared plus bx plus c, where b and c are constants. So this is the sketch. Part 1, state the roots of the equation x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So this particular area, these values here are our domain. And the roots of this quadratic cuts the x-axis, and this line here is known as the x-axis. So it is where the quadratic graph cuts the x-axis, and the axis is being cut here, and that is where x is equals to -1 and x is equals to 5. So those are our roots. X equals -1 and x equals to 5. Part 2, it says here, for the function y equals x squared plus bx plus c, determine the value of c. Now the value of c is the value that cuts the y-axis. So this is our y-axis here, this vertical line, and you will notice this graph cuts the y-axis at -5. Therefore, c is equals to -5. Here we are asked to show that b is equals to -4. So we have to use previous information from questions above. So we found out that the roots are at x equals to -1 and x equals to 5. That gives us this x plus 1 by x minus 5. So we take the opposites. X was -1, so we write x plus 1. X is 5, so we write x minus 5. And if we expand these double brackets, we're going to find the value of b, and we're even going to be able to check for accuracy relating to the value of c. So here we go. So x plus 1 by x minus 5. Okay, let me use a different color. So x times x is x squared. X by -5 is a minus 5x. 1 by x is a plus 1x. And 1 by this -5 is going to give us a -5. So x squared, this -5 plus 1 is going to give me a -4x minus 5. So remember, it's in the form x squared plus bx plus c. That means that this is the value of b, and this is the value of c. Here we have part 2. State the coordinates of the minimum point on the graph of the function y equals x squared plus bx plus c. So we have established that y is equals to x squared minus 4x minus 5. And we were able to identify that a is equals to 1, b is negative 4, and c is negative 5. Because remember, it's in this format, x squared plus bx plus c. B is the value in front of x, or the coefficient of x, and in this case it is negative 4, and c is the constant, and here it is negative 5. We have to take the sign in front of the numbers, is negative 5. Another thing to know is to find the line of symmetry, which is this line here. These parabolas are symmetrical. This will give us the x value here, because remember the minimum point is this point here. Minimum. So the line of symmetry is going to give us the x coordinate. But remember, they're asking you to state the coordinates, not only the x value, but coordinates. So let's work out the x value here. So when we substitute our values, so b is negative 4. So negative 4, and there's a minus in front, that's going to give us a positive 4. And then 2 times 1, because a is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 into 4 is 2. So here we have the first coordinate. So we know it is 2. But what is the y coordinate? This is a quadratic. Y equals x squared minus 4x minus 5. So just substitute x. So when x is equals to 2 was the value of y. So y is equals to 2 squared minus 4 by 2 minus 5. And that is 4 minus 8 minus 5. That is negative 4 minus 5, which is equals to, I'll put it over here, negative 9. So that's negative 9, and our value here will be negative 9. That means here is negative 9. So the coordinates of the minimum point is 2, negative 9. Of course, there are other ways of getting this answer, but this is one way of working out the minimum point. Math resources. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, or leave a comment. We were looking at the January 2014 question 9. Stay tuned for more.